This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Ocean City Department of Tourism.
Take a look at this life-size pirate ship, perfect for if you or your kids want to have a swashbuckling time. The ship called the Duckaneer is located at the Talbot Street Pier and promises shipmates a magical journey with buccaneer battles and sunken treasure. There are water cannons and face painting for the kiddies and sunset cocktails for the adults, so hurry up and get on board. The Duckaneer sets sail twice a day on Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays through September 29th. Well, no matter where you are in the boardwalk, you can usually see the kites flying in the sky over 5th Street. And this weekend, you'll see more with the Sunfest Kite Festival. For 35 years, the Kite Loft has put on the event because no matter how old you are, there's nothing like getting out and flying a kite. They soar. They flutter. Some even spin. But all kites fill the sky with a splash of color. And in Ocean City, they're one of the first things you see on the horizon as you cross over the Route 50 bridge.
We've been here since 1978. We've been a staple in Ocean City for all those years.
And for the past 35 years, Kite Loft owner Jay Nur has provided visitors to Ocean City with a trip down memory lane.
Kites have been a mainstay in people's lives for generations. I mean, they started back with the Chinese many thousands of years ago. But people always remember the time where they flew a kite when they were a kid, whether it was made out of paper and sticks or the newer ones are made out of nylon. So they come in our store and they're just, thrown back in time to remember those days. So it's a great family activity.
And this weekend, visitors to Sunfest can also take part in the 36th annual Ocean City Kite Fest.
Kite Festival started in '78 as well, and we're about to do our, our 36th annual Kite Festival. So we draw from all over the region. People come down fly kites. We have flyers come in from all over the country, and actually as far away as Canada, Mexico, and they come and put up their big kites. Some of them make their own kites. Some of these are large kites. There's a whale kite that comes, it's 100 feet long. The thing's huge, and it's quite a spectacle to see.
Visitors not only watch, they can have some hands-on fun.
We also do free lessons on the sport kites. So we'll teach you how to fly the big power kites, and those are the kites you see people jumping and leaping down the beach on. It's tons of fun.
And if you're like me and it's been a few years since you've flown a kite, you may be surprised. Kites have changed.
They're easy to fly nowadays. There's no more running with kites per se. That's the old myth. These kites will launch right out of your hand and just fly beautifully, and it's easy for kids to hang on to.
I had to find out for myself on this perfect kite flying day. Jay and I took to the sand. We started with a pretty basic kite, the Delta Kite.
It's an excellent starter kite for anybody. You hear horror stories that people say, oh, I can't fly a kite. This is one they definitely can.
Even attaching the string to the kite is easier.
And now we're going to clip the line in here. There's no more tying to the kite.
No knots.
So now,
after we attached the string, it was time to launch. Again, pretty easy because the kite did all of the work.
And let it out of your hand, and then slowly let out line. And the kite will naturally climb in the air. That's how easy it is.
Oh my goodness.
No more running.
No more running. Other kites take a little more skill.
Now the two-handed kites are lots of fun because it's very interactive. You're actually manipulating the kite to make it do loops, dives, figure eights, and you have two lines, so depending on how you pull the line left or right, makes the kite go one way or the other.
Next in line, the quad line kite.
And then you can move up into what's called a quad line kite. A four-line kite has two handles with two lines on each handle, so you can make this kite go forward, backwards, any direction. It's a very precise kite.
I got a quick lesson from Chris, who leads the Kite Loft flying crew, but I didn't quite catch on. In fact, after a failed launch, I decided to leave it to the experts. Another great benefit to flying a kite, you don't have to sink a lot of money into it.
Kites actually are still very inexpensive. A family can buy a kite for around $20, includes the kite and the line, and it's a kite that's made out of nylon, so it's going to last many years. They're going to get years of enjoyment out of this.
Now, the Kite Loft actually has a crew that is responsible for putting those kites up in the sky every morning. They stick around to make sure nothing goes wrong. And of course, if a storm rolls in, They have to scramble to get the kites back down, but still, not a bad summer job. You and your family can enjoy the Sunfest Kite Festival from now through Sunday. Kids can enjoy a special treat at 1 on Saturday when the first 100 kids between the ages of 5 and 12 will be given a free kite from Kite Loft. Just go to the beach from 3rd to 6th Streets. If you have any trouble finding it, just look up in the sky. Now let's check back with Jimmy for some more family-friendly fun. Jimmy?
Got to tell you, Lisa, when it comes to flying kites, you got the best job in the entire place here at Ocean City Sunfest 2013. As a matter of fact, with me is the event organizer, Brenda Moore. Brenda, thank you so much for joining us for a second. So all kinds of things are going on here at Sunfest. Tell me something, just go over the top of some things real quick, what we can look forward to.
Well, we definitely have something for everybody here. The whole family can come down. We've got the bouncy houses out on the beach.
Yeah.
And as you see here, we have the hayride out on the beach as well, which is awesome. It's beautiful, the weather's great, and we've got food and entertainment. I mean, the whole family just have a ball here.
Lots of stuff to do. I got to ask you this question. Do you have much return traffic of people coming back to Sunfest again?
Oh, yes. This is the 39th year for Sunfest. It's been an Ocean City tradition for a lot of families. And they come back and they bring the old t-shirts from before and show us and tell us they got engaged here. And, oh, look, I'm bringing my grandchild for the first time here. And it's really a sweet thing to see year after year.
The pier is completely built. Everything's
yes.
finished and put back.
Yes, you can see it behind us, actually.
Yeah,
and,
this is terrific.
Yeah, Ocean City bounces back. We definitely do.
Lots of things to do. Bring the whole family.
Yes.
And get ready for a lot of fun, because you're going to be tired at the end of the day, aren't you?
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Brenda Moore, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Up next on the special edition of Delmarva Life, the Ocean City Sunfest Edition 2013, it's time to make the taffy. Here's a question for you. Can you guess which flavor this is? Well, we're going to get a hands-on, behind-the-scenes lesson on how to make this delicious, ooey gooey treat, and we're going to answer the flavor question, and keep in mind, looks can be deceiving. And a little bit later on, we're going to visit the Raw Bar at Harbor Watch. They're going to let us in on their made-to-order oyster stew. I'm going to try my hand at chucking one of the key ingredients. Do you think I can do it? We'll find out. Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.